Hi, friends. Hi. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. What day is it? Is today Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Hi. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's been a hot minute. How's everybody doing? Yeah, it's been a long time since I streamed. So hello. Hopefully my sound's all good. I'm going to be putting some music on in a second too, so we have some background noise, which y'all have to tell me if it's too loud or not loud enough when I actually make it so you can hear it. Hopefully it's okay. But hi, it's Tuesday. Hope we're all doing great. We're gonna have a little bit of a different stream today. We're gonna do like a combo today. We're gonna talk about books, I guess, and play 𝘭𝘭𝘵, but I don't know which one we're gonna do first. I don't know if we want to talk books first, if we want to play a little bit first and like settle into the stream or what. We can do whatever you want. Aw, thanks, Roxy. Yeah, it's, I'm not gonna make it like, I was thinking about this for a while because I read a lot now. I used to not read as much. And it's because I didn't find the genre that I really liked. And I've now found it and I'm really excited about it. I'm over here because this is where my stack of books are that I can't wait to show you guys. But yeah, I used to like not read a lot and now I'm just really excited about it. And I don't have anybody else to really talk to about it. So I'm amped to do this because every time I would stream a game, I'd end up talking about the books that I'm reading anyway. And half of you would be like, oh my God, yeah, like tell me more. So here I am. I can tell you more and we can look at the books that I've been reading and you guys can give me recommendations because my to be read list, real long. Really long. I have a stack. Well, actually, I say a single stack. I have like 5 stacks of books that might be like 10 books high each. I'm not kidding. On my coffee table of just like to be read books because I went a little bit nuts when I found the genre I liked. So yeah, just having a quiet evening playing Sims. Ooh, and you're going to start a new book. Claire, tell us about your new book. And I hope you enjoy The Sims. Yes, Tomb Raider with degree. Yes, I'm really excited to talk about books. And now, to be fair, I mostly read one genre because it's my favorite genre, but that genre can branch out into other genres as well. Like you could have a fantasy romance. Do you know what I mean? So there's a little bit of something for everybody, right? Yes. I love rom-coms. I really do. I don't even make TBR lists anymore because I'm a mood reader. That's totally fair. That's completely fair. I used to be kind of the same way, but you know what happens? Ever since I learned about the fact that I have ADHD, because I don't know, I've talked about this before on stream, but I was diagnosed at age 30. I'm 31. I haven't known very long. And when I found that out, I was like, oh my God, it makes so much sense how if I'm not like completely engrossed in a book, that it's not like, it just doesn't like scratch that itch for me. It's painful to read it. Like I can't cope. I cannot cope with reading it or trying to finish a book that I cannot stand if I'm not completely into it. So now that I've found my genre, it is always of interest to me. I'm just really excited. So we can start with books or we can start with playing 𝘭𝘭𝘵. Either way, we're going to do a little bit of both. I'm excited because if you guys have not seen, I did only like 2 videos on it, but 𝘭𝘭𝘵 just came out for open beta at this point. I've been waiting for this game for so long. And I'm in the 𝘭𝘭𝘵 partner program, which is really exciting. So I got like closed beta access and all this other stuff. And I don't know, I'm just really amped about that game too. And I haven't played it on stream and I haven't done many videos about it. So I'm excited. Still Life by Sarah Winman. Just finished the last of the 7 Sisters series by Lucinda Riley that I would wholeheartedly recommend. Tell me more. What genre is this? Is that like a rom-com genre? Because I love series. Can't lie to you. So I'm going to make the executive decision. Let's talk about books first because I'm really amped about it and I can't wait to see if you guys have read some of these or not. Also, please appreciate my background, which is the book note kit art because I thought it was very appropriate. I just thought it was appropriate. I liked it. Okay. So my list is, I'm looking at my stack. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7. I've got 7 books that I finished in the past month. And then I have 2 books that I'm currently reading, and I'm going to explain why I'm maybe not finishing one of them, which is really weird for me. I don't do like the do not finish, like DNF. It's not really my thing because not finishing something drives me nuts, but this one I might not finish. Okay. So this might be a brief conversation too. I don't know how long this is going to be, but here we are. So this is number 1. Okay. Now I'm starting with this one because it is the first one that I finished in the month of July. That's number 1, but it just came out in, I think it just came out in July. May, June, July, maybe June, July, something like that. It just came out. I pre-ordered it. This is by 𝘭𝘭𝘵𝘴𝘶. Okay. If you've not heard of 𝘭𝘭𝘵𝘴𝘶, she's incredible. Number 1, she has, I believe, a PhD in neuroscience. Amazing. She's a smart girly. That's what she is. And most of her books, at least thus far, like a lot of her novels, so if you have heard of The Love Hypothesis or Love on the Brain, this is Love Theoretically, and they're all STEM related, which is so fun to me. I love that representation in the romance genre. And as like subplots to the romance, there's always kind of something else related to like academia. I mean, it kind of makes sense. They're all set in like in academic settings. So this one is about a theoretical physicist as well as an experimental physicist, and essentially in the realm of physics. They're usually at each other's throats, but it seems like those two schools of thought, if you will, are pretty dependent on one another for the research. But yeah, this book, 𝘭𝘭𝘵𝘴𝘶, anything by her is an auto buy for me. Like I will buy quite literally anything by her. I've bought all 3 of the other novels that she wrote so far. I think she has a young adult novel coming out soon that's more like fantasy based, which I may entertain just because I love her writing, but it's not going to be as spicy as this one. So that's fair warning to everybody. All these books are very spicy for the most part. I'll tell you if they're not, but this one, very spicy. It's fantastic. I finished it in like 2 days. It's so good, and it's primarily set, I want to say it was set in Boston, Massachusetts, which I'm from New England, and I was just in Boston the other day. I love it there. So yeah, MIT. Yep, that's what I thought. So it's set in Massachusetts, which is also really fun. Yes, if you hear my cat, by the way, she's scratching at the door because I locked her out while I stream. Just ignore that. It's hard to describe historical, romantic, time hop saga. That sounds fun to me, Claire. That sounds really fun. Hi, Rebecca. Hello. So yeah, this was the very first one that I finished in July. You can see my tabs. I do tab a lot. And I will also say that my tabs, there's no system. Some people do a system. So like, I don't know. I have different colors, right? I've got like blue and purple. I try to match them to the cover. I try to get very color coordinated. But some people will be like, oh, okay, so orange means, you know, a scene I like. Blue is like character development. This color means like a spicy scene, whatever the case is. And I don't do that. I just alternate the colors because it makes it pretty. I don't have a system. So, but that's number 1. Anything by 𝘭𝘭𝘵𝘴𝘶, like 5-star. 5-star review for almost every single one of her books that I've read so far. But this one was probably my favorite so far. I love this book so much. So that's number 1. Ooh, Lessons in Chemistry. I heard, pardon me, scratching my nose. I heard that was really good. I had a girlfriend that read that and she recommended it as well. So I've been meaning to look that one up as well. My list is so long. Okay, and now this one. Itch. So this one right here, do you prefer closed door romance or do you like your romance spicy? Oh, spicy. Yeah, we need spicy. Closed door romance I see a lot with young adult romance novels, and I don't enjoy them as much. Now that I've gotten into the spice, I can't go back. Yes, like I need the spice. It's just okay, when you're writing about intimacy, it's just so beautiful. And I mean emotional intimacy too, not just like the spicy stuff. But when you're writing about it, it's just so beautiful. And it's so beautiful when you can combine the two of them. Do you know what I mean? Like I love it. I love it so much. Hi, Rachie. Oh, don't you apologize, you sweet bean. What'd you have for tea? Tell me. Tell me immediately. Okay, as Rachel tells us about her tea, this right here, it's a palm tree. That's why it's green. My green screen's like blocking it out. But this, Chloe Lees, I have mentioned her in some of my other streams, okay? This series, you can see it right here. I know it's backwards, but it says a Bergman Sisters novel. This is a series of, is it 6 or 7? I think it's 6. 6 siblings, the Bergman siblings, and a majority of them are brothers, and then there's the 2 sisters. This is the 3rd one, so it can be a standalone, like you don't have to read the other ones, which is nice. It could be a standalone, or you can read them all in order, which is what I did. So this is technically, there it is, number 3. So this is number 3, and this is a beautiful book. I absolutely loved it. So it's about Freya and her husband Aiden. So Freya is the Bergman sister, and their marriage is on the rocks. And they don't know if they're going to be able to fix it. And essentially what they do is her and her siblings end up getting their parents like this big anniversary vacation for the whole family. But they have to go on vacation when they're not doing so great in their marriage. And it's so beautiful how it ends up working out. It's kind of amazing because this author in particular, Chloe Leese, like this series, she does a fantastic job at bringing a lot of representation to like different mental health concerns and like neurodivergency, like different shaped bodies and stuff like that. Like Freya, for example, there's a few instances where there's comments about how she's a bigger woman, and it's just absolutely beautiful how Chloe does this. And Aiden here, her husband, deals with a lot of like anxiety and like childhood trauma and stuff. So she just does it so beautifully that I cannot stop reading her books. So the first one was about Ryder Bergman, and he actually got bacterial meningitis when he was like in college or something, and he lost his hearing. But it's beautiful because he chooses to start using his hearing aids because he's like falling in love. It's so beautiful. She does such a good job with these books. I love this whole family, love them so much. So I'm very excited to read the next 3 so I can read about all the siblings. I'm really amped. Sausage Ragu sounds great, Rage. Have you read the Brown Sisters books? I have not. Contemporary spicy romance novels. Gotta write that down. Think you'd enjoy When in Rome. And Practice Makes Perfect. I read Practice Makes Perfect 2 months ago. It was very cute. And then when I realized that I had already purchased When in Rome and that it was attached to that one, I have to read it. You were spot on, Lindsay. So yeah, beautiful. Like Chloe Leese, actually, before I put it down, also an auto-buy author. Auto-buy, doesn't matter. Chloe Leese, Allie Hazelwood, I will buy anything that they write. I do not care. And in fact, Chloe Leese, I think she just released another book and I haven't gotten it yet. So that's on my list. Gotta do that. But yeah, she's amazing. It's just like reading poetry. It's amazing. So this one, number 3. All right. This one's real spicy. It's like, you might have inferred. Of course, I've kind of said all of them are, but this one, it's called The Nanny. This is by Lana Ferguson. Okay. This one is very spicy. This was not what I was expecting. It wasn't what I was expecting, and that's not a bad thing. It just, I don't know, it was very interesting how it all unfolded. It wasn't what I was anticipating. And it's exactly what you may think. Like, she starts nannying for this single dad, and there's spice. Like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say, because I don't want to ruin the whole plot. You know what I mean? I want to give you kind of like a little bit, but essentially she actually used to have an OF account, and she shut that down. And you kind of learn as the reader, as you're going on, that he used to be a subscriber, but they don't realize it until later on that they kind of sort of know each other already. It's weird. She's going to school to be, I want to say, like an occupational therapist or something like that. So she's in school and she took the nannying job because she didn't have any other income, and he was pretty much desperate to find someone because he had just gotten his like 8 or 9-year-old daughter or something, because her mother had passed away. So he's suddenly like a single dad, and I believe he's a chef, if my memory is serving me correctly. Yeah, he's an executive chef, so he's like super busy. He needs someone to help take care of his daughter and be there for her that he could entrust. And it was just kind of like a matter of circumstance that they ended up coming together. And it's sweet. It's spicy, but it's kind of sweet. So this one was really good. I admit it took me, like this one, it's not as tabbed as some of the other ones. And that's how I can always recall whether or not it really caught my attention. So like the past 2 were 5-star books. I don't care. This might be like a 3 for me. Maybe like a 3.5, this book. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't what I was expecting, and it wasn't it wasn't my thing. I don't know, but I don't know how to explain that. It was like this situation wasn't really something that I enjoy too much, but it wasn't bad. It was very good. That's my unofficial review of The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. But it's good. I think it just came out a few months ago as well. I don't remember. Talia Hibbert, tell me more about her stuff. I want to know, like, please, I can just blab on. Tell me more in the chat about authors that you guys enjoy. Now this one. Actually, I'm going to save that one. Let me tell you about some others so I can like wrap up with a 5-star, okay? Book lovers, I have that. Rebecca, that is on my list. I have 2 or 3 Emily Henry books. I think she has 3 out right now and she just announced a 4th. I have, I think, all of her books so far. My cat is so mad. She's like banging the door. She's banging the door. Hold on. I need to let her in. Just hold on. She was literally, like, her little paws were, like, shaking the door. She really wanted to come in, and now she's just sitting at the door. She doesn't even need to be here. Anyway, hi, hello. I'm so glad I'm doing this. I'm so glad you guys are here. I was really nervous. I need you to know that. I was really nervous, actually, to do this, because I was like, there's going to be 2 people that show up, and it's going to be Reese and Rach, my mods. Like, no one's going to care. So I'm really glad you guys are here. I read another book by Lana and felt the same way. Yeah, Jordan, it's not like... They're not bad. Like, she's not a bad writer. It was a good story. It all came together. I enjoyed it. It just wasn't my favorite. Like, the scenario wasn't my favorite. I didn't really like the situation. That's just me. I'm so glad you like it. I want to do this. I'll say, like, regularly. I don't know. It's going to be sporadic, but I'm excited. I love Emily Henry's books. However, I didn't enjoy Happy Place. I've heard mixed reviews on Happy Place. Yeah, Allie Hazelwood. Oh, my God. I just gushed about her for like 20 minutes. I love her so much. That's okay, Amy. Welcome in. Okay, now this next one, this is a young adult novel. Now, here's something that I have learned as well from being on like Book Talk, okay? So being on Book Talk and looking at recommendations from people in certain categories, I have been misled, okay? This book right here, it's literally all green. That's why it's blanking out like that. This is called The Inheritance Games. It is the first in a series of, I think it's 3 or 4 at this point. There might have just been another one that came out. I don't know. But this is by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, okay? And this book really caught my eye. Now, this was touted to me as a romance novel. Where? Literally, where is my question? Where did the romance occur? Because I ain't seen it. I literally ain't seen it at all. Not once did I see actual romance. Not once. It's a really cool story in a way. Am I going to finish the series? Actually, I'll say that. This goes in with my recommendation or lack thereof. I'm not going to touch the rest of these. No, I'm not going to touch them. Now, this comes from young adult novels at this point for me. I have nothing against them. People love them. But it's that's what it is. It's a young adult mystery, and it was touted to me as like a romance novel. My expectations were already wrong, so that may have gone into why I didn't enjoy it as much. Keep that in mind. I am completely aware of that too. Like, my expectation was romance. It ain't there. I don't understand that. So it's a young adult mystery. Young adult novels, I don't really like them that much. That's just me. It's a preference. Like, some people love them, and there are some young adult novels that are like really freaking good. I thought this one was interesting because it is basically like a puzzle mystery. So this random girl inherits like a bajillionaire's, I don't know, billionaires, whatever, like everything this guy left when he passed away. And she has to like solve puzzles with his four grandsons or something like that, because they're trying to figure out like why the heck everything was left to her. Again, it's a whole series. It's either like 3 or 4 books at this point. And she's a good writer. And I like the puzzles. But because it was a young adult novel, I felt as though I could predict more than I should have been able to. Just at this point in like all the books that I read and everything, it wasn't my favorite. I did struggle to get through this, but that's just me. Like, I think objectively, it could be a good book. It could be like a fun series to go through. But since my expectations were set up as a romance novel, which it 110% wasn't, and because it is a young adult novel and I didn't really know that going into it, it wasn't for me. This gets like 1.5 to 2 stars for me. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I know my camera just froze as well, so just like pause for a second. My camera has been freezing. My camera's been freezing all day and I've been trying to figure it out. I haven't been able to, so oh well. Anyway, not a fan. I'm sorry. It just wasn't for me. My expectations were shattered the second I started reading this. And I read it with my friend, Amy. Not Amy in the chat, a different Amy. We decided to read this one. We read like a book a month together, which I think is really cute. And we decided to read this and we were like, wait a minute. What is this? Like, what is this? I don't know what this is. I feel the same. There are some great young adult novels. Yes, once I started reading books that had some spice, I couldn't go back. See, that's the thing too, is I think I've created this conundrum for myself. Once I started reading the spicy novels, I can't go back to the young adult ones. Hello, 𝘭𝘪𝘴𝘏𝘏. Did I say that right? Hi. Hello. Okay. So that was like the lowest rated out of the books that I've read this past month. So it can only go up from here. But okay, the next one. This is also a young adult novel. A young adult like romance novel. Again, it was touted to me as romance, and romance to me is spicy. So actually, I meant to say this at the beginning. I would like to start a petition for there to be separate categories recognized by all stores and authors and publishers. Romance and spicy. You need to separate these two because I could be let down so quickly. I could be let down so quickly if I get a romance novel and there's like literally no spice in it like whatsoever. Can't cope with it. Is there any romance at all in Inheritance? I ain't seen it. So the main character, she's oddly attracted to 2 of the 4 brothers, and I don't like it. There's like one kiss. I like, there's nothing in it. There's nothing. I need a good spicy novel in a fantasy world. Amy, I have been meaning to read the 𝘭𝘭𝘵 series. I know that could just spark a conversation in and of itself. I've heard Fourth Wing is really good, and I have heard, there was another one that I just heard of, and I can't remember what it is. And yes, huge difference between platonic romance and bodice reverse. That's exactly it, Amy. There's a huge difference between explicit content and little rom-coms. That's pretty much it. Okay, so speaking of, this next one, this I believe was a newer release as well. So this is called The Summer of Broken Rules. It is by 𝘭𝘭𝘓. Now, this is another young adult novel that I believed was a romance novel. Romance meaning spicy. Okay, it wasn't. It literally wasn't. It wasn't spicy. So again, my expectations were destroyed. I was upset. This was not spicy, but her world building, I say world building, I mean, it's set in, where is it? Martha's Vineyard. Wow, did you hear the Boston just come out of me? Martha's Vineyard. Set in Martha's Vineyard. And she paints the world beautifully. I can envision it. I haven't been to Martha's Vineyard, so I could envision like where the setting was and how it felt and the smells. Like it was a very tangible environment, which I think was beautifully done. I liked the story in general, but this was not spicy. And I think the main character, like she just graduated high school, and I should have known the second I read that this was not going to be spicy because that wouldn't be appropriate. I completely understand, but it's like closed door romance. Like that's what it is. So it wasn't bad, but like there was just no spice. And again, it was touted to me by all of these like romance book talkers that it's like this amazing romance novel, and I ain't see that either. I didn't see it like at all. Yeah, I've heard Hooked is really good. And 𝘭𝘭𝘓, I've only heard good things about it. I have a colleague actually who's literally reading the 𝘭𝘭𝘓 series right now, and she's like, you need to read it. I'm like, I'm getting there. I'm going. But yeah, it wasn't bad. I think she's a good writer. But you know what else I noticed? This is what I wanted to talk about with the young adult series. So this also goes for the Inheritance games and this book. I've noticed in a lot of young adult novels there are a lot of characters, but very shallow development. And the shallow development is basically like made up for with just like a bunch of different subplots and plots and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like you're kind of distracted away from it. So I didn't really feel like I got to know these characters at all. And I felt the same way with the Inheritance games. Like, I didn't feel like I knew the characters, and there were so many people to keep track of that I didn't feel close to any of them. Like, in this one, it's her whole freaking family of like 20 plus people. I don't know all these people. I can't do this. You know what I mean? Like, I can't attach myself to all of these people in one single book. It was too much for me. So the character development to me was more so shallow. I didn't feel like it was very personal, and I didn't really like this one. I struggled to get through this. You can tell again. I mean, I tabbed this one like a decent amount, but yeah, it gives me, it overwhelms me, Lindsay. Like, that's what happens. I get very overwhelmed by the amount of characters. I'm like, wait, who's who? Who's related to who? How is this person related to this person? And I think in the beginning of this book, though, so to the author's credit here, again, not a bad author, but there's a family tree. So, like, this is nice, but I'd have to go back to it all the time to figure out who the heck was who. So it wasn't great. Hook, line, and sinker, Vicky. That was like... Fox? I just love Fox Thornton. I love Fox Thornton. I was gonna say almost no one can beat him, but that's not true after all the books I've read. But like Fox Thornton, ooh, I love him. Okay. Anyway, so that's the Summer of Broken Rules. It wasn't great. Now, I've got 2 more that I finished, and then I'll show you the 2 that I'm currently reading. So this one, I believe, was reasonably new. I'm not good with keeping up when books were released, but I got it on a whim because I saw it in the bookstore. And at this point, I think you could tell, cute little cartoon cover. I'm gonna buy it. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Roxy, yeah, it was like there were so many family members. It was too much. So this one, again, palm trees, that's why they're blanked out. They're green. So this is 7 Rules for Breaking Hearts. Now, for a contemporary romance, as a millennial, I was cringing at the fact that this girl, basically, her job right out of college was doing a podcast with her best friend about how not to catch feelings. And I immediately cringed into my skin. That's just me. To me, like that theme right there, I was like, this is pretty juvenile, isn't it? Like, I was scared it was going to be too juvenile for me. It was going to be too young adult. It's not a young adult novel, to my knowledge. I don't believe this is a young adult. But it's like years later, they've been doing their podcast for a while, and her best friend is getting married. So, like, her best friend clearly broke all the rules for catching feelings because she's getting married. And they go for, like, the wedding. They go to, like, this island resort thing. And her, what's her name? Margot? Yeah, Margot. I thought so. I mix up the names a lot. Margot, and the guy's name is, hold on. Declan. I knew it was a D name. So, no, it was not a bad book. So I'm walking through it. It was not a bad book. I liked it in the end. But basically, they knew him from high school, and she was kind of like a nerd in high school, and he was the new kid, and he like pranked her or made fun of her or whatever, but he was just doing it to make other people laugh. Anyway, so they kind of like reconcile, and she decides that she's going to test out breaking her 7 rules that her and her friend came up with on this podcast and like see how it goes. She was going to use it as basically like a social experiment, which rude because she didn't tell him it was going to be a social experiment. And that's pretty much where I'll leave it. Like, it was not a bad book. I enjoyed it. There was spice. This is not like platonic by any means. There was spice in this. It ended up being really, really good. I enjoyed it. You know, I tabbed it a little bit. I would say this is like a 3.5 as well. See, for me, it takes a lot for it to become a 4 or 5 star. It takes a lot. This is like 3.5. It's the highest I can give something unless it goes into like this other tier of book for me. Like, I can't do it. So this was like 3.5. It was really good. I think the author, I believe she's from and or lives in Maine. So she's a New Englander, like me. Oh, it's Kristen Miller, by the way. Kristen Miller. It does kind of sound like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Why is wanting love seen as a bad thing in our society and romance books? Thank you. That's my thing, Roxy. I was like, I'm not behind this whole, like, don't catch feelings, man. Like, it's not worth it. It wasn't that whole thing. For me, it just kind of turned me off in the beginning. Like, I appreciate the fact that it went a different direction. And there was a lot of self-discovery, which I can appreciate, but it just, and it's like, it's a podcast. Like, everybody does a podcast. Me, Rach, and Reese tried to do a podcast at one point. Like, everybody does a podcast. So I was like, ugh, a podcast? Seriously? Like, do I have to read about a podcast? Just was not my thing. Have I read You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogle? I have not. I've heard it's also fantastic. I've heard that's really good too. Yeah, so that was this one. It was like a 3.5. So this one is the last one that I read in the past month, and I saved it for last for a reason. Because this book and this author, auto-buy, number one, auto-buy. I'm going to say that. Auto-buy does not matter what she writes. This book and this series, I can tell it's the Love Light Farms series. I can already tell it's going to just like blow my mind. So number one, there are 3 out of the 4, I think it's anticipated to be 4. Again, they can be standalone, but they're a complete series. There's crossover with characters and stuff. So each one is set in a different season. Already swoon. The first one was in winter, but I'm saving it now until winter, okay? This one was the spring one. This is called Into the Weeds by 𝘭𝘬𝘴𝘏, right up at the top. This book, it was like poetry. It was beautiful. The characters, like, everything is so tangible. The characters were beautiful. It is set in a little town called Inglewood. I believe it's Inglewood. I always pronounce it wrong, I believe, in my head. It's like a little small town. And the male main character, Beckett, works on a tree farm with 2 of his best friends. It's really cute. He's basically a farmer. And he meets Evelyn St. James, who, again, I was a little bit turned off by it because it's just like such a millennial, like current day thing. I don't know why. I'm on YouTube. I can't cringe this much, but she's a YouTuber. And what she does is she goes around and tries to like help small businesses out and like put them on the map, give them recognition and stuff and help them out. So she had gone to this little farm and she had done that. And lo and behold, Beckett is there, the main guy. And they had actually hooked up for a weekend in Maine at some convention like a year or 2 earlier, and they run into each other, and then she leaves, and then she comes back. Like, it's just, I don't know, there's a lot of back and forth, at least in the beginning, but it is so beautiful. Hi, Reese. It's okay. Don't you apologize. Yeah, Love Light Farms is high on my TBR. That's exactly it. It's going to be my first book in the winter. I had to wait until winter. I can't, like, this one was spring, so I had to read it ASAP, and then the one for summer just came out, and I've already started it. And then, get this one. The fall one is called Business Casual. just kill me now. Anyway, this was absolutely beautiful. 𝘭𝘬𝘴𝘏. Look at how much I've tabbed this bad boy. Beautiful book. Loved the characters. Loved how things progressed. All of these, by the way, are dual point of view. I don't know if I've mentioned that. For those of you who have not read a lot of romance novels, most of them are dual point of view, and I love that because you get to know the characters a lot. Those young adult novels, not dual point of view at all. So that is probably another reason as to why I wasn't a huge fan of them, now that I think about it. Anyway, amazing book. I will recommend this book, anything Ali Hazelwood, anything Chloe Leese, over anything else. Literally anything, it doesn't matter. It was absolutely stunning. It was so beautiful. I cried. I cried reading this book. I really did. I cried reading this. I cried reading any of the Bergman Brothers novels by Chloe Leese. Like, they just made me cry. They're absolutely beautiful. So those are the books that I read in July / kind of early August, I'd say. I slowed down a bit, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 books. But 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 books. That's 7 books. And now my current reads, okay? Current reads. I say current. I'll start with the not great one first. I'm sorry. So I was really hopeful, and I've tabbed a lot, which is maybe misleading. So it's not young adult. This is called 𝘥𝘓𝘓𝘴𝘓. And I was like, oh, cute little witch romance novel, right? Like, can't wait. Can't wait. The cover's super cute. It is by Avery Flynn. Okay. It's all green. That's why it's a little bit messed up here. The cover's all green. Now, this book is not bad. How do I explain this? I haven't finished it yet. I am still, where am I in this book? So I'm on page 223. I've got like maybe under 100 pages left. All right. I've got like under 100. So it's not bad. But for me, the naming of the places was like lazy, and I'll explain. So essentially, the main female character, her name, God, what is her name? Why do I keep, it's dual point of view. Why do I do this? What's her name? What's your name? Hello? Wait, I forgot her name. Oh, the guy's name is Gil, which is just, ugh. Tilda. God, I forgot her name. Her name is Tilda. And did my music just stop? No. Yes, it did. It did. We're going to start it over. Hold on. I didn't realize I was going to talk about it this long. Okay. So, her name is Tilda, and she comes from like one of the most magical, prominent families in the witchingdom or the witchdom. That's the magical world. The witchingdom or the witchdom. I can't remember which one it is. Ha ha ha. Which one? To me, right off the bat, the second I saw the witchingdom or the witchdom, whichever one it is, I was like, are we just like simplifying things like that? To me, it was just a very simplistic name, which I can understand because you'll remember it very easily when you're trying to like understand the world and how it works. But at the same time, I was like, how lazy is that? It was not my thing. And essentially there's these two factions, if you will. There's like, I really wish I'd written it down so I just didn't sound stupid when I talk about it. But there's essentially, you know, this like underground magical government that keeps everybody in line. And then there's the resistance to that thing. Okay. And she comes from this prominent magical family, but she's like the first ever to have like no magical powers. So basically people are freaking mean to her because she doesn't have magical powers. Like, okay, rude. And then the guy, his family is known for 𝘬𝘓𝘴 magic, which basically brings out, it brings out people's desires and heightens them. And it essentially means that they have to act on them to like make that desire like go away. That's my best way of explaining it. So he finds out that she's what's called a spellbinder. So she basically just makes everybody's magic like a bajillion times more powerful. And if that magical government finds out, it's not too good for her. But he is basically spying on her family to try to rescue his parents who were exiled. I don't know where they are. The Beyond, I don't even remember what it's called. Something very simple. So it's like already complicated in the beginning. And he's like worried. He doesn't know if he used his 𝘬𝘓𝘴 magic like by accident on her and on himself. So he's sitting there thinking that she's like kind of into him just purely based on the fact that he used his magic. And he thinks that he used his magic on himself too. And I'm like, if you're questioning if this is real attraction, why are you doing anything about it? Big, huge question. Red flag. Red flag. 110% red flag. It's such a cute cover. I was so excited about it. It just seemed like lazy naming. I mean, I was hearing about like dragon's blood and like they had to face a troll at one point to get something. And I was just like, what? I'm like, it wasn't set up great for me. This feels like it was, if this had been a young adult novel with no spice, beautiful, like would have been a great book. I would have been like, yeah, so it's a young adult novel. It's not my thing, but it's a good book. But they had to put in explicit spice. And I was like, this came out of nowhere. So it kind of like we don't know if her family knows she's a spellbinder or not. I feel like they have to. That's the thing is I have 100 pages left. I don't even know how this ends. I don't even know how this ends yet. It could make up for it in the end. I don't know. But from what I've experienced so far, this is just not, this seems like it should have been a young adult novel, not a contemporary adult romance with the very juvenile approach to it. I don't know. I don't want to sound mean. Like, I don't want to sound mean. I don't like doing this. But this one is just, I know, Reese, that's it. The first few chapters try to set up the environment and like the story and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm already lost. Even with the simple names, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what constitutes as new adult, Roxy. It's just like, I don't know how this isn't a young adult novel. And maybe it is. Like, if I were to Google it right now and it says young adult romance, I would be shocked because it's very explicit. So I don't think it could be. I feel like to be a young adult novel, even a romance novel, there can't be explicit content, right? Because there could be teenagers or whatever reading this, and you don't want that. So sorry to spoil this for people. This was not great. My friend Amy, who I was reading this with as well, this was our pick for the, July or August, I think. I don't remember. Could have been this month. She's trying to get through it, but I think she told me the other day that it's might end up on her do not finish list. And this might be the first book out of all the ones I've read this year that I don't finish. I'm like really upset about it. I wanted it to be so cute. I wanted to tap into like a little tiny bit of like fantasy witch romance stuff. And this was not it. We'll maybe get through it. And now this one. This one is what I just started a couple days ago. How far am I? I'm only like 30 pages in, but it's beautiful already. 𝘭𝘭𝘵𝘴 again. Basically blends in with the background. Again, the Love Light Farm series. This is the one set in summer. And it's the fake dating trope. Oh my god, I should go back through these and go through the tropes. This is not... I should go through the tropes. Anyway, I think that depends on the country. Where I'm from, there's often spice in young adult novels. See, that's interesting. I wouldn't have known that. Because from what I've experienced, I can't say that it's official, you know, where I am. But from what I've experienced, there's like no spice in the young adult ones. But that could absolutely be different depending on where you are. That's so interesting to think of. Okay, yes, 𝘭𝘭𝘵𝘴 again. This is the one set in summer. It is a fake dating trope. I'm very excited. So Layla, who owns a bakery on the farm that Beckett and the other one works at, best friend, okay? And she is just like not doing well in the dating department. And this guy, Caleb, who is, I think he's like a substitute teacher or something, he goes into the bakery every single day and orders like the same thing and makes small talk. And he runs into her when she ditched her date at a restaurant. And he basically says like, after the fourth date, people don't want to like date me anymore. Like it's always over. There must be something wrong with me. And she's like, that don't make no sense. Why? Like you seem really nice. Like whatever the case is. Listen to me. Listen to me very carefully. I'm not even 30 pages in and there was already a line that I was like, okay. All right. And of course it's a little bakery play on words because she owns a bakery. And he's like, Layla, why do you settle for crumbs when you deserve the whole damn cake? Okay. All right, Caleb. I freaking see you. Okay. It's already going to be amazing because I've read about Beckett and his lover there, Evelyn, and they're going to show up in this at some point. That's what's so great about standalones that are part of series. It's fantastic. I can't wait to read more about this. So this is fake dating. I already love it. You're right, Rach. I literally already love it. So this one is enemies to lovers. If you're curious about it, I don't want to completely sway everybody. It just wasn't my thing. Enemies to lovers. They don't like each other. It's weird. This one, what would I call this one? Would this be considered like... forced proximity? I don't really know what I would call this one. It's like a second chance though too, because they just kind of like hooked up at first, but they couldn't get each other out of each other's heads, and they end up getting a second chance at really kind of rekindling something. So it's kind of like more of like a second chance romance thing, I guess. That's how I would categorize it. I could be wrong. This one, also enemies to lovers. Also, yes. If you can call this a romance, which I wouldn't. Friends to lovers. I don't know. It's weird. There's not too much romance to really build that off of. This one, it doesn't exist. There's no trope. Don't care. This is very much so forced proximity. This is like single dad, you know, forbidden romance maybe because she works for him. And it's like a workplace romance, I guess you could maybe say. Probably not because they don't actually work together, but if that makes any sense. I'm pretty new. I don't know what's your job, but have you performed for audiobooks? Oh, thank you. I would actually love to do that. I can't lie to you. I would love to do that. And this is kind of like Second Chance. It's, broken marriage, trying to fix it, all that fun stuff. This one's, again, beautiful. And then most of Ali Hazelwood, I've realized, is enemies to lovers, which I'm slowly realizing is like one of my favorite tropes, along with fake dating tropes. I just love it. I don't know why. It always works. But this one is like workplace, enemies to lovers, like that kind of stuff too. So, yes. Oh my God. I feel like I was carrying this around like I just need to talk about these freaking books, man. Like, I needed to talk about these books. They're mostly so good. I love enemies to lovers. I love I think I like workplace romances. It kind of depends. I haven't read too many of them that are explicitly that, so who knows. But yeah, enemies to lovers is like one of my favorite things in the world. I'm realizing that. And fake dating, I love it because you're just like, that's not gonna work. you automatically start it and you're like, I know where this is going. And I can't wait to see it get there. Like, it just brings me so much joy because that'll never work. Like, people can't just fake date. You can't. You just can't. It's not gonna work. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of me from being able to talk about these freaking books. Like, I'm so amped. I hope you all enjoyed it. We're not ending the stream. We're gonna play Paleo next because I'm stoked about playing Paleo on stream finally. My romance trope, nope. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, that's a really good question. Actual trope. I don't know. So I don't even want to open this door, but I have to explicitly say dark romances, don't even bring them to me. Don't recommend them to me. Like, I can't do it. There are some tropes in those books that are a no-go, not just for me, but hopefully for society. I understand they're books, and I'm not trying to rag on anybody who enjoys them. Seriously, I'm not. They're just not for me, but like actual trope that I've been exposed to maybe. Maybe friends to lovers. Oh, my camera just froze again, didn't it? I know it did. Great face that it froze on too. I love it when this happens. Yeah, so I think friends to lovers might be my least favorite, and that's it, and I like it. So that's kind of weird. It's my least favorite, but I still like it. Oh boy. Okay, so Reese, when I say dark romances, I mean there's illegal things that happen. I don't know how to tiptoe around this. I'll let you know in Discord. Illegal things. Illegal, bad, dangerous, big, giant red flags would never be a romantic things. Okay, bye. Yeah, no, they're not for me. They're just not for me. Yes, consent. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you. Thank you for my jumbled brain in being asked that. Yeah, consent is questionable in some of these dark romances. No, consent is always necessary. All of these books I've read, consent is acquired. It's beautiful and very important. It's very important for anybody wishing to be intimate with anybody, okay? I am a huge supporter of consent here, okay? Very important. All these books, there's consent. Very important. Dark romances, those lines are blurred. Those lines are very blurred. Don't like. Not a fan for me. Some people, like, I'm not judging the dark romance girlies, okay? Read what you would like. It ain't for me. No, thank you. Don't want. Really don't want at all. No. Yes, consent. Thank you. That's exactly it. Consent is so sexy. It is the best thing. It's what makes it romantic and intimate and amazing, okay? And romantic and intimate doesn't mean that it's not a little kinky or spicy, right? Like, we're all here. It's fine. It's all right. Like, that's absolutely it. But consent, we need that. Yeah, that's really important. 110%. Okay, so hopefully Paleo didn't just do another update because I just got a notification in their freaking Discord. I hope it's not like a hotfix that they just did. I think we're okay. But that's what we're going to do now. And we can keep talking about books. We don't have to stop. But I'm at least going to get 𝘭𝘭𝘵 up and running. So we'll never get a haunting. Please, that's the book. That's the one, please. No, 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 no. I have not read that book. But I had a girlfriend who read that book because it was recommended to her as a romance. And then I had someone recommend it to me in the bookstore. I was checking out with a pile of little Hallmark rom-coms, okay? Some of these maybe. And they were like, have you read Haunting Adeline? I was like, oh Lord, no. And they're like, oh, it's so good. And they're like, now that I've read dark romances, I can't go back. And I'm like, yeah, because trauma. That's how I see that. Oh, why does my camera keep freezing? I swear to God. I know you can hear me, but it just keeps freezing. And that was like the worst face it could freeze on. Yeah, no, it wasn't for me. Haunting Adeline is not for me, friends. It's not for me. I'm not going to judge someone if they enjoyed it. It ain't for me. And the second someone in the bookstore is like, you should read it, I was like, I know all about that book, please. I'm good. I'm all set. And I ran out of the store and I didn't go back for like 3 weeks. I was too horrified. Okay. So now we're going to play 𝘭𝘭𝘵. Have all of you in the chat seen 𝘭𝘭𝘵, played 𝘭𝘭𝘵, have any interest in 𝘭𝘭𝘵? Tell me all the things, because I'm addicted to this game. I'm just saying. I'm addicted. I really am. Love it. I like Steam, but I need clear consent in my romances. Yes, I do. Literally just like, can I kiss you? That's sexy as hell. Ask. Go ahead. If this is like a first encounter, you gotta. I don't know. At a minimum, you gotta. Like, come on now. Yeah, it's not my thing. Seems really neat, but I'm afraid it would be another WoW for me, so I'm staying The Sims. Yeah, the addiction is real with this game. I have not been able to stay off of it. It's one of those games where it's like one more thing. Just let me do one more thing. Let me do one more thing. Let me get one more thing. Let me go look for one more thing. That's the whole game for me. Yeah, it really is. It's another WoW. It's like, I think Reese had explained it. It's like Genshin Impact, WoW, and like Fortnite, oddly enough, just with no fighting. I don't know. I haven't played Fortnite, but I love it. It's really good. We do love 𝘭𝘭𝘵. We do. I love this game very, very much. It's really cute, Amy. I mean, it is very simple. So there is no, there's no like fighting or anything. There's no like combat, which turns some people off. Like they want a little bit of combat in their gameplay, but it's like a really big open world, which is beautiful. Oh my God, I see a quest to go pick up. Also, it's a little bit laggy as it loads up. There we go. Also, let me know if the volume is good. Is it bad? Can you even hear this? I wonder if you can even hear this. Is it too low? Let me see. There we go. There we go. There we go. It was just a little bit low. Let me adjust the volume a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, that's the kind of game that keeps me up until 2 a.m. That's exactly it. It is really addictive. It really is. It's really cute. Like, you're a human, and all of a sudden you just, like, show up in this kind of sort of fantastical little world here. Hey, buddy. It's like a little bit laggy. I don't know if that's just because of the update. Let me just... Oh, no. You're not going to be my chef? Absolutely not. All right, never mind. I'll just talk to him. I'm not even going to read it. I don't care enough, to be honest with you. I don't care. Wait. I thought I just picked up a quest from you, sir. Hello? Tell me more. Tell me more. Okay, cool. I love books when the story gets so good I can't put it down. Oh my God, me too. When I get interrupted in the middle of a spicy scene because I have to, like, you know, work or like talk to someone, I'm like, can everybody just leave me the hell alone for 5 seconds? I still don't like the nighttime graphics though, you know. I find it a bit off, sometimes too dark. Yeah, sometimes I've noticed it's a little bit too dark too. But yeah, it's super cute. You're like a human. You just like popped up in these ancient ruins and they're trying to figure out like why humans are coming back to this world. That's just like pretty much as far as I've gotten in regards to plot. Like, but it's really fun. You can hunt, you can cook, you can forage, you can... What else can you do in this game? You can do a lot. I don't know. I love it. And you get a glider, so you can like fly around. I'm not at a good height. Let me just... Here, let's go up here for a second. Like, oh, yay! Like, look at me go! And yeah, the NPCs are really nice. So... Oh my God, it's been been like a week since I played this. I say as I'm like, oh, I'm addicted to it. It's been like a week because work has taken over my life. But I love all the NPCs. Right now, I am trying to romance. Speaking of romance novels, I'm trying to romance Reth. He's the cook at the inn. Love my boy. I'm almost at level 3 with him. Yeah, almost. I have to figure out what he wants this week so I can give him little gifties. Oh, like Stardew. It's like a crossover like Stardew and stuff too. But it's fun. I enjoy it. I think it's nighttime, so I'm just going to go through my routine of like hunting, getting money and all this crap. I have to look at... Sorry, hold on. My water's in the way. It's over here. Okay. I had to move my water. I couldn't even see like my taskbar. I have a ton of arrows at the bottom, so I can just go hunting willy-nilly. And yeah, do you like my little outfit? I paid real money for that. Which I'm not proud of, but I did it. Is Reth actually at the inn? It's probably a little bit late. He's probably not even here. Yeah, he's not here. Also, this is like a fully online game. It's like a giant, massive open world. So you're going to see other players, like that person right there. That's just someone playing the game on this server. I don't know. Don't know them. This person over here, same thing. Yeah, I am going to hunt, I think. So I'm going to grab my bow really quick. Yes, we do pretend that money's free. Yeah, I paid. So the only thing, this game is free to play, which is great. It's free to play. And there's like an in-game currency to get things in-game. But there's also another currency where you have to give real money to acquire said currency to buy things. And right now it's just outfits, which isn't the end of the world. Like you don't need real money to get anything necessary to play the game. But I really wanted a cute outfit, so I done paid money for it. But it's so good. Like, this is how I justified it. The game is so good as a free beta game, mind you, that I was like, I don't mind paying the money. I would have paid the money for the game anyway. Oh, and a cat. That's what I need to get. I forgot. They added animals. They added animals, i.e. cats. They're just little companions that wander around with you, but, I love them, and I want one. Oh, and we can mine, too. I need some copper so I can keep making my arrows, because I use a lot of them. I use a lot of my arrows. But you can see, like, it runs so smooth. This is beta, by the way. It's, like, this huge open world. I'm thrilled with it. I've been waiting for this game. I think me, Reese, and Rach have seen teasers for this game for... I don't even know how long. A very long time. You can't die, by the way, either. So if I were to just, like, drop from the sky, I'm not gonna lose it. Oh, shoot. Slow down more. Slow down more. No, no, no. Son of a... I mess this up. Switching between ammo, by the way, not easy. It's not easy. I got it, but it's not easy. The cats are so completely useless. Sometimes they're not even in the shot. Sometimes they are. I'm not surprised. They're just decorative. Oh, well. As you can see, hunting is easy. It's easy enough. The only reason I had to, like, slow that one down is because it was an elder. They're harder to take down, so I had to use different arrows for it. You have, like, slowdown arrows, so I used that first to slow it down. So I would have a better shot. But then I didn't take it down in time, so. Ooh, there's plenty over here. These are like my normal hunting grounds. I kind of make a rotation over here. I also, just in case there's other people around, like, I'm going to take this out right now. Oh, but then they scatter. Yeah, I know. Scattering. You'll stop eventually. You will stop eventually. Oh, you... Okay, there we go. We're fine. Oh, I thought I missed. I was gonna be so pissed. See, like, it's really not hard to do. It's not hard to hunt. Hunting's probably my favorite thing to do in this game, actually. Fishing's not hard. Oh yeah, you can fish, you can mine and stuff like that. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, hunting's probably my favorite thing because it's pretty easy. I haven't gotten into... There's, like, some, like, more magical animals that are harder to find and harder to kill, that you have to kind of track them down with certain items. You have to be, I think, level 10 hunting to be able to even get the items to appropriately track them down, which I don't think I've even done yet. I'm really just not sure if I've even done it yet. But what I've been focusing on is trying to up my cooking skills so I can keep talking to Reth, and giving him gifts that are food because he's a cook has really worked in my favor. in the morning, I think it's what, an hour for each in-game day or something? In the morning, I have to find him. So like in a couple of minutes, like 8 minutes or something, I'll be able to find him in the morning and say hello. Also, just tell me if the game is loud enough, because I lowered it pretty significantly. Like, look at it. Look at how cool it is. Isn't it pretty? Where am I? Oh. 1 hour per day. Yes, thank you. Like, look at it. It's so nice. Those mountains back there. It's like a Sims map. It's like a Sims map, but it's flat beyond those mountains. Where else do I want to go? I don't like hunting. So there's 2 worlds too. Actually, let me just show you. So this world, like, look at how big this is. You see this? You see how big this is? This is just one world. I'm all the way over here. This is me, this little dot. This was the little village we were in earlier. And then there's like ruins up here. There's all this stuff. There's a freaking farm over there. It's amazing. And then if you go over here, there's 𝘭𝘭𝘵𝘴, which is an entirely separate world, which maybe I'll just show you now because it's nighttime and why the heck not? Why not? Why not do it? I'll just glide my way over there because that brings me a lot of joy. Can I just like glide off here? For a little bit I can. There I go. Yeah, and I didn't realize this. Even in closed beta we had this. So this is, for a free game, the amount of actual gameplay you get and how big of an open interactive world it is, it's pretty amazing. And you can also, it's not like a skill or anything, but you can, I'm going to say mountain climb or rock climb, because you can like climb up, you can like scale mountains just climbing up them. It's pretty cool. I really like it. So this, as I have the hiccups, this is 𝘭𝘭𝘵𝘴. Oh, let me get you. Hello? There we go. Thank you. Feel so limited with closed worlds. I do too, but you know, it can depend on the game and it can depend on, it can kind of depend on the world. With this one, I actually feel, to be completely honest, I think this one's a little bit overwhelming for me. Like, I didn't realize that we had a whole second world. Oh, that was an elder. Look at me go. Clean shot. I didn't realize we had this whole separate world until Reese freaking pointed out to me, because he became basically a walking paleo encyclopedia before I even booted up the game. And yeah, I'm like really overwhelmed by the second world here. But there's, you know, different animals and stuff. So it's, oh, that was a huge miss. Did you see how bad that was? Did you see that? Yeah, I can't get those little shits. Yeah, it's really nice though. It's called 𝘭𝘭𝘵𝘴. There's like a whole like beach area over there. It's really pretty. It almost looks like it's permanently fall here too. All the trees are really pretty. And they give you like different wood and stuff too. And you can get some foraging stuff. And here, I'll show you like the, I'll call it mountain climbing. It's not really. But if I want to go up there, I literally just jump. Like, and I can jump to go a little bit faster and use my stamina. But here I am. Just climbed a mountain. No biggie. There I go. Oh, and there's bug catching, which I don't give a crap about. I don't care. I have not done any bug catching whatsoever. I could care so much less. I noticed that I can hardly kill the animals. Yeah, that's the thing, is I think this is a little bit more of a challenging area with the animals too, which I just can't be asked. Honestly. I do see an animal that I want to hunt down over here, so I'm just gonna like glide my way over. Yeah, even with Reese, even with the iron arrows, I figured with the iron arrows you could take down the harder ones in 1 or 2 shots. You still have to go for like 3 shots. It's actually unreal. I think it might need a little bit of balancing out with that, because that's, and it's so hard to switch between the ammo. At least it is for me. I struggle switching between like the slowdown arrows that you need to like slow down the animals, and then the actual ones to take them down. It's like really hard. I struggle. Oh, hey, buddy. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, so this is the beach. It's over here. Very nice. Very pretty. I like it. And here's like the full map, which is also huge. There's a whole aqueduct. And there's a whole other freaking area over here. And I actually, oh, I haven't met Tamala yet. I haven't met her yet. I think she's the only person I haven't met. Maybe I should go over there. Maybe I'll do the fast travel. Where am I? Yeah, so there are a few fast travel points too, which is really nice. If there weren't fast travel things, I might be a little bit upset, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of running around. The worlds are pretty big. There's a lot of just running, walking, jumping, you know. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. I also have no sense of direction. Like, zero sense of direction in general or in games. None. None whatsoever. All right, and then there's like these little boards. So this is, hello, thank you. This is the fast travel. Oh wait, which one do I want to go to? I want to go to this one. The outskirts, okay. I didn't really know what it's called. And this is what I mean. So you earn gold by like selling stuff in the game. I have a lot of gold right now, thankfully. From hunting. And from, oh. Hey bud, I'ma getcha. I am gonna hit you with 2, actually. See, go, 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 go. It's even hard then. Like, I just did 2 slowdown arrows. And homeboy is still, like, really difficult to get. I'm upset already. I'm already mad. And I'm angry. I've hit him with 4 already. Are you joking? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Hello? Oh, you're up here? Is that even you? Oh my god, please. Gotcha. They're really difficult, like, switching your ammo is really difficult. It's difficult to do it fast. I'm gonna try again with this bad boy. This may have been the one, that's the one I already shot like 4 times. Okay, well, there's that. I'll get some easy ones. Gotcha, thank you. You can tell by the markings on them, if you're wondering. That's how I can tell. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to find, what's her name? Tamala. She's at our house right now? Yeah, okay, we're gonna go this way. I forgot what I was doing. I forgot what I was doing. I've only been here for like an hour, but I have dip. Oh, you're good, babe. Enjoy your tea. Tell us what you're having. Rach had sausage ragu. So what do you have to offer? I'm actually, you just reminded me how hungry I am too. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten much today. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it was a bug. Never mind. So this is Tamala's house, by the way. It's really, really pretty. I really like it on the inside. She's like a little, like, forest witch. I love her. Don't even know what she looks like, but I love her house. Chicken curry. Oh, sounds so good. Look at her house. Look at it. Look at how cute it is. She's got, like, plants and little, like, potions and bread and jam everywhere. She got some stuff on the stove. Like, it's so cute. And look at her little room over here. She got her cauldron. All of her little herbs.
Venturing out here? How adventurous.
I think I love her. Do I want to romance Tamala instead of Brett right now? Is that what I want to do? I was looking for you. I was indeed, actually. I was. Ma'am. Is she trying to romance me? I bet your mind is like a gift just waiting to be unwrapped.
I should get back to my business.
Okay. Bye. I've just had an epiphany. Good day. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. I'm okay. I'm fine. She's just really pretty, and I think she likes me. That's what I think's happening, so lucky me. Speaking of romance, right? It's like, hello? Hi? Hi? Hello? Okay. You know what I might do? I'm feeling a little bit spicy today. Not not romance spicy aside from talking about books. I might even show you guys if you have interest, because I know we're primarily here for Sims content. Like, I understand this. If you guys are interested, I want to show you, if you're interested, that is. You don't have to be. But if you are. Oh. I mean, I just wasted a lot of my arrows. I might want to show you my off-camera legacy that I post on Tumblr. Hi, MC High Life. I saw that you were a new member and a new sub. Hi. Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you're liking Wrangler. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I can't even explain to you the relief I feel when someone tells me that they like an LP of mine, because I need you all to know that when you put out an LP, it is like one of the most nerve-wracking things ever, because you're just telling a story and you're like, are people going to like the story? Are they going to like the characters? Are they going to be bored? Is this going to be interesting? So when people tell me that they like an LP, my heart genuinely melts, because Wrangler, I don't know why, it holds a very special place in my heart. And Platonic was born from a romance novel. Like, reading has literally inspired me so much lately with gameplay. It's unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable. So, welcome. I'm so glad you like those. April, don't make me more obsessed with them than I already am. Yes, to off-camera legacies. Yeah, Platonic literally was a romance novel. Like, it was. But I was so happy to make it a mini-series, because I just felt as though it felt like the perfect place to end it, where you could envision what the future might look like, but I wasn't dictating it for you. Do you know what I mean? I just thought it was really nice. I really liked Platonic. Like, that is a very special place in my heart. And like, it was born from a romance novel, but when I started it, I was like, maybe it'll be a current household. Literally, I was like, maybe it's a current household, and I just give like that cool little background of like, they thought it was gonna be Platonic and then it wasn't. But then it just turned into a mini series, and I was like, yes. Okay, yes. Like, I was just really excited about it. So it just goes to show that you could think of something, and then it just turns into something else completely and just takes on a life of its own. And the game does this for me sometimes. I just want to emphasize that. It's like really important. Anyway, I just went on a rant. I get very excited. I get very excited. I need to calm down. Yeah, bye. I went on your Tumblr after your recent speed ball. I would love to know more about that family. Oh, I'll tell you everything. Maybe we'll do that in like 20 minutes. Oh, shoot. I ran out of my normal arrows. Okay. Right. I'm just going to return home from the map, because I can do that. Don't mind my throat gargles. They happen. I wasn't sure how to go back to find Gen 1. So, I will tell you exactly how to do that. I will tell you exactly how to do that, though, on Tumblr. So what I did, it's only on desktop, so this is what's weird, is with the theme that I have on Tumblr, you have to be on desktop to be able to see the pages that I've created, which is like so silly to me. It just means that the theme itself wasn't optimized for like mobile devices. So if you were on your phone, you wouldn't be able to see the pages. So I have a page that literally allows you to go look at the entire legacy in chronological order. But it doesn't show up on mobile device, which I'm assuming a lot of you probably are on when you look at these things. The Lamarcks had me sobbing. I love it. The Platonic ending, I cried, but in the best way. Just know that for Platonic as well, there's going to be an update. It's not going to be like a continuation of the series, but I'm going to do a little video on an update for them, okay? I had to give it some time, though. I can't do it, right when it ends. I have to give it some time. Yeah, if you were on your phone, that's probably why. Which is, like, it's really frustrating. I noticed that, too. Okay, so you know what we're going to do? Palea's going away. I don't care. I love Palea very much, but it's going to go away. And we're going to jump into my current legacy that I've been doing on Tumblr. But first, I have to restart the frickin' EA app, because let me just tell you, did anybody else have like a terrible time with the frickin' EA app yesterday after this update that they put out for The Sims? Because your girl did. I had a rough time. I did. So we're just gonna go look at them because I love it. I was playing more with them today. Yeah, themes are desktop only. Thank you, Rach. That's exactly it. So yeah, if you go on desktop, there's a page that you can look at it in chronological order from the very beginning. And there's also a separate page so you can just look at the family tree to see how it's evolved as well. And then the only other page I have is like for my save file, which I think is kind of fun. Nope, I'm not renewing EA Play. I haven't had that in like 3 years, so EA can go away. EA Play can go away. By the time I got home, it was fixed and the EA app had to restart, but that was it. Oh, that's good. I didn't even get the update yet. I tried not to. Oh, wait, the music is so loud. Pause. Hold on. That was really loud. I didn't realize how loud it was. I thought I had a broken mod. Nope, it was just the EA app. That is correct. I'm just trying to get the Sims up. That's all. Because I want to show you guys. I literally love them. I'm playing in a house by Simlessy at the moment in San Sequoia. That is what I'm doing. See, here's my thing, though. With my off-camera legacy, I am such a lazy POS. I am so lazy. I will not build a house for the legacy Sims from scratch. I can't. I literally can't do it. I'm so lazy. I cannot bother. Ooh. Wait, maybe I can show you my loading screen. If it loads fast enough, you'll see my look at my loading screen. It's 𝘭𝘠𝘵. She's like dancing around. I saw that. That shout out to the English simmer, i.e. Molly, because she has that loading screen. I saw it on her stream like a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, where did you find this? Like, please tell me where you found this. I need to know. I can see Ava having the camo lunchbox. Yes, with the update. Yes. I'm not going to restart right now. I'm just going to keep playing without it. But yes, we got an SDX today, and we got like updated lunchboxes and backpacks. The functionality's been added to them, so they're like little storage things. It's so cool. Yeah, she totally would. She totally would have that functional lunchbox. Okay, don't mind this portrait. It's terrible because I clearly have some mod in my game that changes the portrait. The families in the gallery is so stupid. I don't even know what it is. I can't even look. Also, don't look at Platonic. It didn't show you anything, but don't look. All right, I'm going to show you them because I love them so much. I do. I really love this family. It took me a while. So for some background on this off-camera legacy too, I started it. When did I start this? The laxative comment, Rebecca. So members can already watch the next episode of Wrangler. It's coming out tomorrow. I should read the prompts more with the Sims because I never read that one from Parenthood. It killed me off. It literally killed me off. I was like, excuse me? I'm not going to ruin it for you guys, but just know. Okay, so I started this legacy 46 weeks ago. That's what Tumblr tells me. I don't know how long 46 weeks is off the top of my head, and I don't really care. I started it a long time ago, and I'm on Generation 3 right now. That's where we're at. So we're on Generation 3. I wonder... I might have to, like, make an input. Okay, if you want to do it in chronological order, I'm just going to put this in chat. So that is how you can watch it. That's how you can read it in chronological order. Now, you will notice if you go through chronological order, the storytelling, it changes. And I've noticed this too. I didn't like intend for this to happen, but I noticed it kind of happens as you get into your characters more and you're with them longer and you have generations and generations. So there are some amazing storytellers that I just need to shout out again. I do it on Twitter every now and then, but like I need to do this because if it weren't for looking at their legacy play on like Twitter and Tumblr, I would not have been doing this and I wouldn't have known like how fun it is. So 𝘭𝘬𝘬𝘬 on Twitter. I think, oh gosh, what is her first name? I forget what her first, Abby. I think her name is Abby. There we go. 𝘭𝘬𝘬𝘬. I believe her name is Abby. Her Polaris legacy, chef's kiss. Chef's freaking kiss. I love it so much. She had a little bit of a break as well. Kind of funny because I did too with Gen 3. It is amazing. Go now. I'm putting it. No, actually, I say that. I'm putting it. I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put her page in the chat and you need to go look at it because her legacy was amazing. And then, who else? Another Plum Bob, which I'm sure many of you have already seen. I think he's on like Gen 9 or something like that? You need to go look at both of their legacies and how they've played out. So I love it. I took so much inspiration from them, so I need to just like keep screaming. Oh yeah, it's Gen 11. Like he's so far in his legacy. So they're both very unique storytellers. I love it. So 𝘭𝘬𝘬𝘬, Abby stuff, more so, I'd say more so story driven. I don't know if that's really fair. Uses a lot of poses. It's not so much capturing gameplay moments and creating a story surrounding it. She does a lot of, she creates her own poses. She does a lot of posing certain scenes and stuff. So like a lot of setup. Maybe more than another 𝘭𝘬𝘵𝘴. I don't know if that's really fair, but another 𝘭𝘬𝘵, i.e. Puck, the Lacey Legacy. There we go. The Lacey Legacy. He's on Gen 11, and he does a lot more gameplay related shots and creates narratives around it, but he also does like posing and stuff like that too. It's just amazing. So the way that another 𝘭𝘬𝘵 approaches it is, I believe he tries to explore like a pack or an aspiration or a world or something that he's never explored before with each generation, which is so fun. And reading it from the beginning, for him specifically, and the way that I almost kind of approached it to find my own groove with doing this, is he just played the game and kind of just narrated like milestones and stuff like that. Like it wasn't so story driven, and now it's like super intensive and story driven, which is really fun. And yet 𝘭𝘬𝘬𝘬 on the other side kind of started off that way maybe a little bit, but really got into story intensive stuff. But what they do is they choose like an aspiration or certain like generational goals for each gen that they're playing, and they try to build a story around it, from what I've seen. And I've tried to do that too. Sometimes it's really difficult. It's not always easy. I kind of struggled a little bit with Gen 2 for mine, which is a little bit early to be struggling. But anyway, I'm going to load up the household so you can at least see. But I started off with Gen 1. His name was Milo. I started with a male sim because I just felt like spicing it up. And he has, or had, a servo named Irving. I loved Irving so much. I don't even know where the name Irving came from. It just came to me and I was like, yes, Irving. And like one of the very first posts for this legacy was basically kind of like a little bit of a flashback to when Milo, the primary sim that I had, created Irving. And he was like, I have phalanges. And he was like, yes, Irving, you do. Like really excited because he built this servo. I don't know. I thought it was so quirky and fun. It was a fun place to start because The Sims is a quirky game. So like I wanted it to be quirky and fun, and it's how it started. It's not quirky now. Also, yes, I do have wicked whims. Don't judge me. I will not be hearing judgment over wicked whims because I use it as a post player, and there are also some really cute kissing and cuddling animations. Okay, I'm an adult. I don't care. Okay, so number one, you can see already. You could probably guess there are specters here. Because Tyler here, our Gen 3 heir, I'm trying so hard to like think of the right terms as I say this. She's a paranormal investigator, and one of her goals is to live in a haunted house through young adulthood, which actually, wait a minute, I say that, pause. I say that. She's an adult now. It no longer has to be haunted. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, specters. When did they move to the new house? So Amy, what I did, because where I had left off with this legacy off camera, Wolfgang had just gotten out of prison. Wolfgang Munch, yes, Townie from Windenburg. He just got out of prison. And they were trying to fix their relationship. Okay. And they did. They decided to move forward and fix their relationship. But then I ended up disengaging from this legacy for like 20 something weeks from what Tumblr told me. And I was like, I need a time jump to like make this make sense, to kind of get back into it. I gave everybody like a makeover. So part of that time jump was them moving to San Sequoia because Wolfgang got a job opportunity. So they're in San Sequoia. That was how I kind of kicked it off in the beginning. This is where they are, in this cute little like neighborhood here, you know, little pond. So let's go through the family tree. I wish consoles allowed CC. I know. One day there will be cross-platform. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Whatever. Cross-platform compatibility. There we go. Oh, somehow I forgot that detail. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I can't really zoom in on this, but this is Tyler's genealogy. All right. So we started off with Milo over here. He died of old age. Okay, it's fine. And then Margot, his wife, also died of old age. They had Tilda, and Tilda was Gen 2. She was she had two sets of goals because I started with her as a teen, oddly enough. So basically what I do is whenever the current gen finishes the goals that I've set out for them, I just start off with the next generation. And for Tilda, it just so happened that that worked out when she was a teenager. So I got to play with her a lot longer, which kind of made me lose the momentum, to be completely fair, to be completely transparent. But she did not end up getting married. They were engaged forever and they just never got married, but it didn't matter because they had a family. Cade Ellis Henson, these are his parents, Will and Xavier. They passed away from old age as well. Cade has actually passed away, which I haven't even put on Tumblr yet. So sorry to devastate everybody, but like Tilda already passed away and Cade passed away of old age. And they had Tyler, who we're currently playing with, but Tilda also had Tallulah by alien abduction. So that's fun. So she has a half sister whose father is senior pollination technician number 3, which was not the case when I made the family tree. It was pollination technician number 8. I mean, whatever. I don't know. So Tyler is the current Gen 3 heir, and her and Wolfgang met in high school. And it was very tumultuous. Not like necessarily between them, but just like Tyler's life was like super chaotic to start off Gen 3. And Wolfgang, I'm going to say he didn't help that per se because he was involved with the Renegades. Wasn't great. He did a stint in prison and he has sorted out his life. Which is fine. But basically, right as he got sent to prison, Tyler was ready to give birth to their baby, which I didn't know at the time was twins. They had Freya and Finan when Wolfgang was in prison. And she was like alone. And Gudry, so this is the best part about it, because she's a paranormal investigator. She lived in a haunted house. Gudry and Bonehild helped with the babies all the time. I thought it was the cutest thing on the face of the planet. So they helped with Finan and Freya when they were little. Wolfgang got out when they were toddlers as we were waiting for the infant update. That's what was happening. And I aged them up to toddlers because I couldn't wait for the infant update anymore. And then they just so happened to have had 2 more kids because your girl really didn't take precautions with the birth control component that comes with Wicked Winds. Your girl didn't pay attention. And their last 2 kids were surprises to me and them. I was very surprised. They had Fiona and then they had Fox. If you haven't noticed a trend, starting with Gen 2, all the names started with T's. Gen 3 started with T's. Gen 4 start with F's. You see what I'm doing here? We're going to have some more F names for Gen 5. But I picked that up from another Plum Bob. I thought that was such a cool idea. I love it. It's just a really tiny detail, so I carried it through. If you heard that, that was my husband coming home. Anyway, so that's where we're at. So they live in San Sequoia. We just made it a not haunted house, which is honestly going to make everybody sleep so much better in this house. It's a really cute house. Again, Simlessy built this. I've made some adjustments here and there just to accommodate my family, but I really didn't touch anything. It's beautiful. Really nice house and very spacious. But I did just update all of the kids' rooms. So I know everybody's sleeping, but I'm just going to show you anyway. I don't care. We're going to turn all the lights on even though everybody's asleep. Also, this right here, this was a bizarre doll. It kept Temperance away, so just ignore that. We're going to put that in our inventory and not think about it. So this is Fiona and Fox's room. Look at little Fiona. She has custom content hair, by the way. Look at how cute she is. Isn't she so cute? It's so weird because Freya and Finan, the twins, they had like a mixed complexion, I would say, like their skin tone, but they had black hair. Black hair is dominant, and Tyler has black hair. Wolfgang has bleach blonde, but lo and behold, the next 2 kids that they had, Wolfgang's hair. Just like naturally this happened. Just naturally the genetics were like, yeah, so you know what? You had 2 kids with black hair. Here's 2 kids with blonde hair now. And they also have like a darker skin tone as well. So it's kind of interesting. The Sims genetics are really, they're working for me. And also, wait, hold on. Let me go back. I think you can kind of see it. She's got like these little freckles on her nose. She had those when she was an infant. So she kept those all through toddlerhood and childhood. And look who else has them. Fox. Fox has the same exact freckles as Fiona does. And he had them as an infant. And now he has them as a toddler. And oh my God, I didn't even realize. He's got a hearing aid. Oh my God. The Sims just gave me more story here because I didn't put that on him. I love this game so much. Okay. I didn't even notice he had that. Literally had no idea. He just became a toddler like yesterday. I didn't even know. I had no idea. No clue. Finn looks so much like Wolfgang now. Yeah, he really does. I did read the Inheritance games. The first book was actually good, and I love the puzzles. I like the puzzles too. Team Grayson. The second book was so meh to me. Oh, that stinks. See, that makes me kind of sad. I also have the Cuddle in Bed mod, so they're snuggling right now. Look at Wolfgang and Tyler as adults. His facial hair is coming in a little bit more. Tyler's kind of let her hair down a bit more. They have like laugh lines just to show a little bit of aging, but not too much. You know, it's really nice. This is Finnan. He's kind of Wolfgang's twin, just in facial structure. It's really cute. They have these Dahlia dolls because they help your Sims like calm down when they're scared, but I can get rid of them now because we're no longer in a haunted house. So each kid had one for the most part. But this is Finnan's room. He just got a teen room. Now, on Tumblr, you will see that Finnan, he's into a few different things, actually. He's always been a little bit of like a prankster and a jokester. So I gave him a mic, and he's actually been writing jokes on the computer too, and like practicing acting. I feel like he's going to be like kind of big in theater, but he challenges this stereotype for me because he is. I'm trying to explain this. So this is what I try to do with my Sims. Sometimes feeding into like gender stereotypes. That's how I'll phrase it, I guess. There are people that literally just are the gender stereotypes. Like there's nothing wrong with being a girly girl. There's nothing wrong with being like a tough guy. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain this, but he's very much into sports, but he's also really into the arts. Like I kind of want them to be very well-rounded Sims. I want them to challenge some stereotypes here and there. So like he's really into like stand-up comedy and stuff, but he's also like super into acting. He really likes photography, so he's got a camera over here and he's got like some photos on the wall and stuff. But like also really loves football. I mean, go Finnan. I don't know. I just love it. And then this is Freya. She is the definition of a girly girl. And she is Tyler's twin to a T. Like it hurts me how much she looks like Tyler. It's terrifying. And she very much so likes art. She loves like digital art. She loves painting now at this point because she always gravitated towards the creativity table as a kid. So I thought that'd be kind of nice. She also has a camera of her own. So she's really into the arts as well. And maybe fashion. I don't know if fashion is like really something she's super into, but she keeps up with trends now as a teen. Like she's kind of into that. And I didn't even mention Fiona. She has picked up the violin. So she likes music at the moment. But she's like a really quirky kid. I don't really know what she's going to be into yet. And Fox is just a toddler, so I can't really say much about him. He just is at the moment. I don't know how else to explain it. He just is. He just exists at the moment. So yeah, this is my off-camera legacy. I love them very, very much. I do have the calendar set up, and I have aging on. The way I play, I turn it on and off. If I'm like, no, I need more time with them, or there's something that I want to do for a particular like storyline or something, I'll turn aging off temporarily just so I can do what I need to do. Because setting the MCC, it's MC Command Center, by the way, setting the lifespan, it's not that it's hard, but there are times where I don't want MCC in my game. Like when I'm doing, I used to do it for my LPs a lot. Like I wouldn't have it in the game. Maybe it's not a big deal anymore. I'm like trying to think this through a little bit. I don't know. You can set custom lifespans. That's fine and everything, but I like just turning aging on and off. And it's really, it's kind of, it takes a long time to set those lifespans too. I don't know. It's annoying. It's annoying to me. The MC settings, I followed another Plumbob's MC Command Center settings to a T before, but then I took it out of my game temporarily because I didn't want it, and I put it back and you have to redo all the settings. And I was like, nope, not today. Absolutely not. I ain't doing that. I ain't got the time. I can't be dealing with that. Yeah, I can't deal with the pressure. That's the thing. It's like, and if I want certain things to happen and time gets away from me, like I can't tell the story I want to tell. So I was kind of bummed. Right now I do have aging on, which isn't the end of the world, but I still might turn it off temporarily because you can see like Fox is going to be a kid in less than a week. That ain't going to give me enough time. Because you know what I try to do when I play, I'll play out certain things that I want to do for storytelling, but off, like I say off camera as if the whole thing isn't off camera, but outside of those plot moments, I just want to play with them and get to know them, because every time they age up, I feel like I have to just get to know them a little bit better. So like right now, I just aged everybody up and I want to see Fox as a toddler more. I want to see Fiona as a kid more, and I want to see the teens as teens more. And I really want to like shape who they are. So I'm going to turn it on and off constantly. My God, I feel like I'm like out of breath explaining all this, but it's so fun to talk about because I don't talk about this on Tumblr when I'm posting it. So I'm excited. Anyway, we also have some holidays coming up. It's going to be Winterfest Eve tomorrow, which, let's get a tree, I guess. Like, time just like, it just escapes me. And then it's going to be Winterfest. The kids, or the teens, have their high school exams every Friday, which is kind of obnoxious. Let me narrow down to the holidays that I have. Maybe this will be interesting to you guys. I don't know. I'm going to do holidays, birthdays. I think that's it. Yeah, usually just this stuff, because this is what I usually customize. So I always play with 14-week seasons. I don't do 7-day seasons. It's too fast for me. I feel like I don't get enough time in between holidays, because I add a ton of holidays too. So I always do Winterfest Eve, and I do Festive Spirit, Festive Lighting, and giving gifts, because when I was a kid, we used to open like one gift on Christmas Eve. And I love that. So they're going to open gifts on Winterfest Eve, and then, or they have to give gifts, but then they get to open presents on Winterfest Day. And they decorate, they have the grand meal, festive lighting, like all that stuff. So the kids have these 2 days off of school. Then we have New Year's Eve, which I always keep. And then the first day of spring, I do spring cleaning. So they're just going to clean because we want to feel refreshed. Then we also have Bunny Day. The holiday ceremony is always like optional for me. I have them do pretty much everything else for the most part. I like to choose when to age up my Sims. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, and I have seen that mod, Roxy. And yeah, sold out. I don't like aging up my Sims. I don't. I play with aging off to get more life. Yeah, I do too. It seems to be what a lot of people do. I also have Love Day. I do pizza night. I don't always do it with them, but there's no tradition associated with it. So I do that a lot with holidays, where I'll make it maybe personalized to the household I'm playing, and then just kind of go with it. We also have Pride Day. We have Sim Dependence Day, which is one of my favorites personally. We've got Spooky Day. I have National Pancake Day because I just thought that was fun, and I have pancakes. And then we have Harvest Fest. This isn't one of my most intricate calendars. My calendar looks different for the Wrangler LP, actually, now that I think about this. I think I have more holidays for that. It just really depends on what you want to play with. But yeah, like look at all these birthdays. Like almost all of them fall on Sunday. And like, why is it just Wolfgang? Is Tyler older than Wolfgang? I didn't think she was. Days Until Aging Up was 41. I'm sorry, Wolfgang is older than her. No, that does make sense. Wolfgang is older than her. Never mind. I was getting very distracted for a second. I'm like, hello? I didn't realize this. But Wolfgang is actually older than Tyler is, because he was, I think when I was playing with her in high school, she was a freshman and he was maybe like a sophomore or junior or something. I don't know. It was something like that. I can't remember. What the heck else was I going to even show you? I don't know. We were just going to play with them a little bit because I like them. I'm going to put the auto lights back on though. Darn it, time to go home. I'll catch the rest later. Amy, thanks for being here. Drive safe. I appreciate you. Now that we're not in a haunted house too, by the way, let me just pull up the generational goals for Tyler. I have to pull them up on Tumblr because I don't remember them. So she has to be a freelance paranormal investigator until elderhood. I don't know why I did this. I almost want to change it, but I'm not going to. Because technically speaking, she could be a paranormal investigator through to elderhood and literally just not do gigs. Like right now in the story, she's taking a bit of a leave of absence from doing gigs because she's got all these kids that she's got to take care of, and she really enjoyed writing books about her experiences. She had a book signing and everything. Like, writing is now her thing. I don't know. But that was part of it too. So she had to master the medium skill, which she's already done. She has to master the knitting skill. She's only I think she's level 7 at this point. Knitting level 7. So she's almost there. We've got to work on knitting. I tied that in because if you offer like homemade objects to the specters, they might leave you alone. So that's where the knitting came in. She had to summon Bonehilda 3 times, which she has done many freaking times at this point, on the job and off. She had to write and publish 3 books. Now, she has technically written and published 3 books, but one of them was self-published. I want another one to go through the publisher, and I think Take a Panicked Poop. get out of my face. And Fox hates to wake up. This kid doesn't like anything. Anyway, yeah, she has written and published 3 books, but only 2 of them were technically with a publisher. Because you can self-publish books when you have like lower writing skills. So she self-published one of them. I want her to write another one, kind of like a big memoir about her paranormal investigations throughout her life, like her whole career. So she's going to be working on that for a really long time at this point, at least story-wise. That'll be her 3rd published book. And then the very last thing that she had to do was live in a haunted house as a young adult, which she has now done because she is an adult now. So yeah. She's actually almost done with her generational goals, and it might be right around the time that the twins, since they were twins, I'm going to make them both Generation 4 heirs. I don't really know the direction things are going to go with for them yet, so it might take me some time to figure it out, but I'm not ready to move on, man. And Minty Games, we're looking at my off-camera legacy right now, where I use a ton of mods and custom content and everything else, and I think Fox is going to wake up his dad because he's really sad because he had a nightmare. Poor baby. I have a male infant too who pretty much hates all the foods that exist. I wish we could copy and paste calendars. So the way that I have now learned how to do it... Oh, he got stuck. Oh, he got stuck. Let's teleport him out of the way. That's really obnoxious. Oh no, and Fiona has a loose tooth. And she's hungry. It is Monday, so maybe she could go down and get breakfast. I like them to have breakfast all together though. Look at how cute she is. Is she not the cutest? She's so cute. So Roxy, what I learned is that if you establish a calendar in a particular save file, this is where it gets dicey, right? Because if you want to play in a different save file, let's say you downloaded another save and you want to play in that instead of one, if you copy that save file, it'll copy the calendar with it, which is great. But if you like made a family already, I guess you could save them to your own library and plop them in that save. That's a way to do it. If you copy a save that has an established calendar, it'll work. I learned that from Ocean Sims, who is just an angel. Can I just tell you? It warmed my heart a lot. Ocean Sims, she messaged me like right before stream on Twitter, and she saw a book and she was like, have you read this one yet? And I was like, no, but it's immediately added to my list. And I gave her a recommendation of this one. And it warmed my heart because she was like, thanks, book baby girl. And I was like, yes, please come to me, talk about books. So yeah, I learned that from her. If you copy a save file over that has the established calendar, it works, which is nice. But if you already have like established gameplay, you can't do it, and it's rough. I started a Crumple Bottom Legacy family. Agnes was a young adult. I'm on Gen 3. That's so exciting. That's really cool. I thought Agnes deserved a family bloodline. You know what? Agnes Crumple Bottom. After seeing how the lore is with the Horse Ranch pack, I want to explore her background a little bit more. That is something that 𝑦_Alien did with her Gen 3 folks, by the way, when they were teenagers, and they went to go live with Aunt Agnes and Aunt Agatha in Henford-on-Bagley. Go read it. Go read it immediately, because I think Agnes got a little bit of redemption. Go read it. You need to go read it. All right, so Fox is going to wake up his dad because he just had a nightmare. Fiona and Fox are like Wolfgang's little frickin' children, not just in looks, but they also love their dad so much. Finan has always felt, this has literally popped up, like I didn't make this happen. He always felt left out, like he was overshadowed by Freya, and then when Fiona was born, as if his dad like didn't like him, which kind of broke my heart a little bit. Like he wasn't getting enough attention from his dad, that's what I should say. So Wolfgang's gonna get up and he is going to just go comfort Fox, who had a little bit of a nightmare, and he's hungry too. Look at him as an adult though. He looks the same. He just has laugh lines. Like he looks literally the same. But also, if you haven't read the full legacy, you see these 2 tattoos on his arms. I say this kindly, they're prison tattoos, but he got them for his 2 babies, Freya and Finan, because they were born when he was in prison. And he got a flower for each of them when he was in prison. So yeah, that's really cute. At least I thought it was. I thought it was really cute. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to get him up. He's going to go comfort Fox, and then I want him to just like change and get ready for the day. Maybe he can get Fox downstairs with Fiona and get them fed and everything, because she's hungry. He's hungry. Is Fox hungry too? Yeah, he's hungry too. So we are going to change his outfit as well. Toddler care. I'm getting used to the menu still too. Fox is super cute, by the way. He's really, really cute. I like his little jams, but his everyday outfit's also super cute. Go on. Change him up. There you go, buddy. His little car shirt. He's so cute. Look at him. Look at him. Look at the sad face of his daddy because he's all upset. And Wolfgang's just like, I love this kid. If you're wondering how I get, like, pay attention. Here, just bear with me. Pay attention to the animations and the faces that you get. Because, like, right here, this would be something that I'd be like, okay, screenshot. Tell a story from it. Like, this is the stuff. This is the stuff, you guys. Sometimes in the animations, for certain interactions, you can get some storytelling stuff. Like, look at his face. He's so upset. But it's stuff like that. Like, that right there, I could put that on Tumblr and say, like, Fox hates waking up, because he does. Now, he literally was just like, I hate waking up. And that he always goes to Daddy to help him out. Like, it's just so cool. It's just so neat. The storylines are always wild, or their games are heavily modded. And admittedly, my game is pretty, I'll say heavily modded, but a lot of it is just for convenience. So, like, I have MC Command Center, and do you know why I have it? I have it so I can just change their outfits without them having to go to a wardrobe or something. That's literally why I have MC Command Center. And then I have UI cheats just so I can help out their needs. If they're, like, all freaking struggling so much, I do it to just help out their needs. And then, what else do I have? I have Wicked Whims. I do. Yeah, I have that. But that's, like, pretty much it. This is another one that I have. This right here, this box. This is called, I think it's called, like, Piece of Cake or something like that. And it's by Ravishing. It allows you to purchase any cake that exists in the game for 150 simoleons, so your Sims don't have to bake a cake or, like, go buy one elsewhere. It's really, really nice. You can purchase, like, a wedding cake specifically as well. It just makes it super convenient so your Sims don't have to make one. So it's not huge. And then another mod that I do have is right here. It's by my Shuno-san. Is that the creator's name? And you need a Ravishing mod for this too, but this mixer works to make cupcakes and pastries. So you don't bake in the stove, like the oven or the stove. Well, you do. Maybe you do, but you use the mixer first. It's just a little bit more realistic. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, an MCC is pretty much a staple. Yeah, you're right. And I can't live without UI cheats. That'll kill me. I have tool and stuff for building, but that doesn't really matter here. And outside of that, it's just custom content. Like Wolfgang's hair right here is custom content. And I have, like, a custom skin overlay. Not a default skin, but, like, a skin overlay that I use on all my Sims. I have, like, custom hairs and stuff. Like, these tattoos are custom content. Like, it's not that heavily modded. Now that I'm realizing it. Oh, get rid of this. We're not in a haunted house anymore, please. I also have to see what they have for leftovers. Oh, this is the biggest mod that I have. Okay, I stand corrected. This is the biggest mod. So I have Granny's Cookbook, and I have Oni's Recipe Pack food mod. So they're two independent food mods. They're great. They add a ton of different foods. So for right now, like for breakfast, for example, I'm going to have Wolfgang. I think I want to have him make strawberry pancakes for everybody when they wake up. And then for, like, Oni's food mod, for example, there's some meals. I don't have a lot of them. Like avocado egg toast could be breakfast, but I'm just going to have Wolfgang make pancakes for everybody else for when they come downstairs. Ooh, this is really in my way. Another quirk. He's a messy eater. Can you chill, man? Fox is a little extra messy around food time. He has all the quirks, I swear to God. Toddlers who are messy eaters get both themselves and the high chair dirtier quicker. Okay. And Freya and Finn both just had nightmares. Can you all you're teenagers. Can you calm down? Also, look at Finn's PJ pants. It's from the Symptomates kit. Is it not so cute? Are they not so cute? It's, like, such a teen thing for me. I just love it. He's also starving. So we all have to share the shower and bathroom here. And Fiona has to get the heck out of the bathroom because Finn's going to take over here. We do have 2 bathrooms in this house. Thank goodness for Simlicy, because we do have 2 bathrooms. But it's a little bit rough with all these Sims. I also have, this is the other mod that I have. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's, like, Stay Seated Please or, like, Steady Sit or something. And you can either seat Sims and all these seats and they will stay, or you can just steady sit a single Sim. Bless it, because I need it. Freya also had a nightmare, but she has to get ready for school, so we're going to have her jump down in the shower as well. And then Wolfgang's going to go make breakfast, and Tyler gets to sleep in. Because Wolfgang is the best dad in the world. He's great. He's fantastic. He's going to go make breakfast for everybody. I use MCC the same way. Yeah. Anyone know how to get the crumple bottoms? Yeah. I mean, if you see them, they should be in, hold on, let me look. So I'm going to go to like the gallery, but technically, maybe it's not the gallery. Maybe it's when you're in the neighborhood. If I were to go out to like manage worlds, you could go into like households. They're in other households under that category. So if you go out into the neighborhoods, and you can also search gallery. That's also a really easy way to do it aside from what I'm saying. And if you see them around the world, I think you can, I don't know if it's a mod, but you can like shift click and you can add them to your family if you wanted to. I don't know. There's a few different ways that you can do it. So Fox, I need you to just like, you're going to steady sit there, buddy. And you're just going to, Fiona's going to talk to you while you're here. Here, actually give him a drink so he'll stay calm, cool, and collected. Oh, Fiona's also squeamish, by the way. That's why she was just making that face. She's squeamish. Here, give your brother a drink so he'll just like chill out and not get mad. And then you can talk to him. Then you can talk to him. Talk to your brother so he doesn't like freak out or anything. And then everybody can come down for breakfast. And what I always do, oh gosh, let me get Tyler up too so everybody can actually have breakfast together. I gave her some more adult outfits here. Maybe this one. If you haven't noticed, Tyler and Wolfgang have a very like grungy style, the way that they dress, but I was trying to make them look a little bit more adult and mature. So I did give them a little bit of makeovers here with their everyday outfits, but they're still kind of true to their style. So I'm going to bring Finnan down here as well as Freya when she's done showering. Tyler's just getting changed. She can sit here. And then when Wolfgang is done, what I do to make all of my Sims eat at the same time is I will put the meal in the center of the table so they don't get up. His name is Wolfgang. That is just the name that he was given. He was actually a townie with Get Together in Windenburg. Look at, they're all so upset because they're hungry. Look how mad Finnan is. Like, what is your problem? There's literally nothing messy here. Can you stop complaining? Are you okay? And then here's Tyler. Look at how good she looks as an adult. She's got the little laugh lines. She's a little bit older, but she looks so good. She looks so good. I just want her, and oh, and the food is ready. I'm so excited. Why is it messy? Because Fox threw his food on the ground. You little monster. Right. Wolfgang, this is why I have MC Command Center. Dresser, change. And I'm going to put him in his new everyday outfit. They're so angry. Everybody's so mad right now. So he got his food, which means I'm just going to bring the rest of the food onto the table so everybody else can eat something and like chill out. Look at like Tyler's angry. Everybody's angry. Here, everybody's seated. Everybody get something to eat, please. I need everybody to just like calm down. Fox has already eaten. He's good. And I think Wolfgang is coming over here to eat. So everybody can just like eat breakfast. Yep, in unison. Go ahead. And what I always do when they have these family meals is I have them just like chit chat about random things. And I just like make up dialogue in my head. Do I have to queue up a lot of things? Yeah. But I like it. So like Finnan's going to discuss his interests and Fiona is going to complain about her problems. I don't know. And Wolfgang is going to, he's not going to try to cheer her up because then they'll get up from the table and I don't want that. Hi, Tim. Hello. Oh, Tyler likes discussing interests. She sure does. Here, Wolfgang can discuss logic puzzles. I don't know. I don't care. Just talk about something. Don't matter to me. Oh. Looks like Fox can't talk to anybody, which I don't understand sometimes. But yeah, I'll just like have them talk to each other while they have their meal. And it's really nice. And it's before school, so it's 7 a.m. Everybody's, have you noticed? I have it down to a T. Everybody's showered. Everybody's going to be fed. Everybody has gone to the bathroom. I don't know if everybody's, what am I trying to say? If everybody's fun is going to be very high. Wolfgang has work in an hour. Like everybody's going to be out the door. Except for Wolfgang. He really needs to take a shower. He really needs to take a shower before he goes to work. But everyone's going to be like in pretty good shape before they go to school. Which I thought was really fun. And I, like in my legacy so far, I haven't had a family this big. Like I said, the last two kids were surprises. I was planning on maybe one more so Wolfgang could experience the whole like my wife is pregnant experience and like enjoy the infant life stage with them because he was in prison when the twins were born and infants weren't out yet. So I didn't really have that life stage to play around with. But it turned into two of them, one after the other, like almost Irish twins. Like it was immediate and I was shooketh to my core. All right, Wolfgang, also, you really smell. I really want you to have a shower before you go to work. So stop eating. I admire James Turner with hanging over 10 Gen of Big. I have not watched his Gen, his Legacy or anything like that, but this is as far as I've gotten in a Legacy and really stuck with the family and telling a story. I've never really done this before, and I'm so glad I re-engaged because I didn't play them for a while. Like 20-something weeks I didn't play them. What is she doing? Why are you being mean? Why are you teasing your sister about being brave? And we're not going to follow them to high school today because I haven't touched the high school at all. And Wolfgang's he's going to go to work on his own too. I don't really care. All right, everybody's like, okay, Freya's a little bit sad, but she's okay. And everyone's going to go to work. If you're wondering, even though this may not necessarily be realistic, because I don't know how realistic it really would be, because he's a felon, technically. But Wolfgang is now in the law enforcement career, which I thought was kind of nice. It brought it full circle. They turned his life around, you know? So now it is just Tyler and... Why are you so sad? Like, get a grip. I think it's just Tyler and Fox. Yeah, it's just Tyler and Fox because Fiona has school today too. So she gets to hang out with little Fox, which is nice. All right, we're gonna just clean up all these dishes and everything too. Fox seems to be in a really good mood, so he's gonna just like hang out for a little bit. He might need a bath. A lot of Tyler's day, because she's a paranormal investigator and because she has been able to just like be at home and do things when she'd like to do things, like take gigs and stuff like that. Of course, now he's upset. I say that. I'm like, he's in a good mood. And then he just starts freaking out. All right. She was primarily at home with them, but I would have her like go out and do her own thing every now and then because Tyler has always thrived when she's working. What are you doing? Get up. She's always thrived when she's working, whether that's doing a paranormal investigation or if that is working on one of her books and stuff. She's always enjoyed that. So having to be home with the kids was fine. They don't have a strict family dynamic. That one seems to be so easy to develop. My Sims are constantly attempting to develop a strict family dynamic. I don't know why that is, but it's kind of driven me a little bit nuts. I'm just throwing away this stuff. Just dragging it to the trash can because I can't cope with it. I don't want to pick it up all myself. She's feeling super confident today too. And it's a little bit like of an overcast, cloudy day. So maybe she'll give little Fox a bath here. Maybe they can go outside and play as long as it doesn't rain. That way he can be entertained. She can get outside and do some stuff. And then I really want her to keep working on... Uh-oh. Well, that's a nice glitch. My sim life changed her infant's diaper and she got the strict family. Yeah, like it's the weirdest thing. They'll have like one interaction. It's like, are they strict? No. Like, no. So I usually deny it. Oh, can you see how that glitched out? He like froze in the bathtub. Oh, I don't care. Wolfgang also has like no, we have to do this again. Can we please? Wolfgang has no relationship with his family. We've never really explored the relationship with his mom and his brothers because he does, I think he has two brothers, right? Like Gunther. Why is Gunther? Hello, Freya tried to skip out on class today to comfort a crying friend. We're gonna do that one. She's responsible. Oh, that's our girl. Sorry, that was like, I just like paused. I was completely spacing out. We're gonna give him a little bit bath, but anyway, what I was trying to say is that Wolfgang never has really had a relationship with his mother and his brothers. I think he's got two brothers, right? Oh my god, he has a third brother? Or a third sibling? Oh no, I didn't even know this. I knew he had Gunther, his half brother. What do you mean half brother? What happened in my game? What? Okay. At one point I had neighborhood stories on in the save and I didn't care what was happening. His mother married Marcus Flex? And those are Gunther's parents? Gunther's dad is Marcus Flex? No, that's his stepfather. Why is it not showing his dad, who is... Oh, maybe I did this by accident. So Jimmy Munch, I had to make Wolfgang's dad, who is Jimmy Munch. He's a terrible person. He's awful. He treated Wolfgang like complete garbage. But yeah, there's Lucas, who's like his... Was Gunther always his half-brother, like even in the game? Because wasn't it... When they shipped, wasn't it Mila, Munch, the 3 boys, and maybe Gunther was always a half-sibling? I don't know. But apparently she's now married to Marcus Flex. They didn't have any more kids. And apparently Jimmy got together with Lise, who's an adoption agent. What has happened? That's a thing? And they had a little girl, Penelope? Wolfgang ain't got no relationship with his dad because his dad's garbage. His dad's in prison, so I don't... Why is he a half-brother? Why is he half? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what happened. The game did this either with MC settings that I didn't touch or neighborhood stories or something. I don't know. I thought it was supposed to be his full brother. And Minty Games, I'm on Gen 3 right now. We're gearing up for Gen 4, which are all these kids. But like technically we're still following Tyler, who is Gen 3. Something else I learned is that Tyler automatically got Wolfgang's last name when they got married, thanks to having my wedding stories. I need to change... Oh, yeah, I did this. I need to change all the kids' names. Here, we're going to go into Create a Sim actually in a second when she's done giving them a bath, because I want to show you guys, number 1, all their outfits, and number 2, I had to fix the kids' last names because they decided to hyphenate all the kids' last names so they could carry the Lamarck name through. Oh my god, another thing. Class presentation. Freya has to present in front of the entire class. She has some great ideas for how to jazz up her presentation, even if they're not exactly what the teacher asked for. Should she go all out and make her presentation shine, or just do what it asked? Go all out, girl. Although the teacher loves it, Freya's classmates grumble that she made them look bad. They're angry at her, so she did a good job, and now she's embarrassed. Threw off curve. It feels good to do well, but not if it means everyone else is mad. Why can't this girl have nice things? Like, honestly, why? Here, give him a bath, please. Oh, she just got 61 simoleons for her 1 book through her publisher. No, go away. I don't want to know scholarships. We're not there yet. Okay. Fox is all clean. Everybody's happy. He's all energized. He does have to go to the bathroom, so maybe we'll potty train him as well. But actually, before I do that, let's just... I realized I was only going to stream until 6 p.m., which it's 6:02 right now, but I want to show you guys... their outfits and stuff, and then I'm going to change their names because I want them to reflect the hyphenated last name, which was my whole thought process in the first place. Ugh. It's so much work sometimes to keep up with legacies. That's the main thing. So I don't mind that her name is Tyler Munch, but I think for like contingency here and consistency, it's going to be Lamarck Munch, which is what I wanted in the first place. And then all the kids. You see how much she looks like her mom? Do you see? Oh, and also her pronouns are she, her. Let me just make sure. I don't even know if I updated them with their pronouns, for goodness sake. I didn't update their pronouns, even because I didn't play with them since then. Oh my god, okay. I'm going to leave... No, I think right now Finnan's feeling the he, him. We'll see. But I want Munch there. And then Fiona. Fiona's the only one that I remembered when she was born to make it Lamarck Munch. I didn't do it with Fox when he was born because I was like so overwhelmed by the fact that we were about to have another baby. I was so overwhelmed by it. So I'll just walk through them really quickly. So this is Tyler. She's gorgeous. Now, if you want to get to know Tyler a little bit, she does have the best-selling author aspiration. I believe, I don't even think I made that a generational goal. I think I have to make it a goal. But she is active. She is a cat lover, by the way. I think they need a cat. She's also a vegetarian. Her likes and dislikes, I don't designate likes and dislikes when I make Sims. If I'm going to play with them, I let the game tell me what they are. So all of her likes and dislikes have developed over me playing with her, which is super fun. So again, her and Wolfgang have always had kind of this like grungy, edgy style that they enjoy. So I tried to reflect that a little bit. Like she's got these cool little shoes from the Grunge Revival kit. She's got like baggier jeans. This top is actually from Horse Ranch, but she likes a lot of like plaid flannel shirts, so I kept that. She's got this straight up grunge revival kit. And then she also has this one though, which is a little bit more like business casual, if you will. She actually wore it to her book signing when she published a book, which I thought was nice. And then she has a few different, if you've also noticed, I give my Sims multiple outfits in each category, which takes time, but it's nice for like different days. They could have different outfits, different occasions. So for formal wear, she's got something a little bit more playful, something super formal. And then this is unfortunately for funerals. Just saying. She has 2 workout outfits as well, which I don't really care that much about, but it's fine. She also has a few sleeper outfits because you got to have some just undies, right? But she's also got a robe, and then she's got kind of like this more loungewear set, if you will. And then for party wear, she just has one. Wanted to keep it that paranormal kind of like boho vibe for her as well. She's got her swimwear. Hot weather wear, she's only got one outfit right now, and then for cold weather, she also has one, which is just this. And I am using some custom content, like the hair is custom content, this jacket. I don't think any of the outfits really were, though. They're pretty much set. Now, Wolfgang was harder, though, because I didn't want him to go, like, full business casual, but he always wore, like, black and, like, plaid and stuff, too. So he's got this outfit, and then he's got this one, again, Grunge Revival Kit, where he looks very much so like Wolfgang. He's always had this brow piercing and the gauges as well, which I really like. And now for formal wear, I wanted him to have this, for storytelling. So it's like, yeah, he's got his black tie on. Granted, it's not identical, but then he could, loosen it up. I just thought that was nice. And then this is again for funerals. They all have outfits for funerals, I'm sorry to tell you. This is his athletic wear, and then sleepwear. He's just got, I think he's got 2. He's got a robe where he has glasses. Maybe I have to give him glasses for this one too. I don't know. His party wear is a little bit more youthful, I'd say, for him being an adult, but it works. He's got his swimwear. He has his hot weather wear, which is like very youthful. And then his cold weather wear, where he looks a little bit more posh, if you will, with his little pullover jumper. There's just so many people in this family. Now, Freya, she's literally Tyler's twin, but she is so gorgeous. Like, she is easily one of the prettiest. I thought Tyler was the prettiest sim I had. I think Freya is now the prettiest sim that I've ever had. And she has a few different outfits. She can go a little bit more casual, but she does like bright colors, and she's got something a little bit more, I don't know, I'll say posh. And this is her formal wear. I thought it was nice for a teen. I want her to still look like a teen. I don't want her to look like a young adult. And she has 2 athletic outfits as well. This one's more for like at home if she's doing yoga. This is if she's out and about. Oh my God, it is. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. There. Hopefully I fixed it. It does that all the time. It's pissing me off. Anyway, then for sleepwear, she's got a few. She does have one where like her undies if she's lounging around by herself. And then for her party wear, does she not look fantastic? I think she looks great. I love this top. I didn't even know we had it with high school years. It's so good. I absolutely love it. And then for swimwear, she just has a nice, I never looked at the swatch of the bikini. Looks so good. And then for warm weather, it's very simple. And then she's got one cold weather as well. And then we've only got 3 sims left. I promise we're almost there. I promise we're almost there. But this is really fun for me. So Finnan's really cool. I like his style. I've never really had a sim with his style before. He likes a lot of like fun patterns on his shirts and things like that. I just wanted to explore different creative sim assets because I always use the same things, especially for male sims. It's really hard for me. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get fun with color and patterns. He's got like these cool sneakers. And he does have a custom content hair, I believe. But he's got a few different hats. I just wanted him to have a backwards hat. It fit him. He has a black one that he wears with this. Like, this is from bowling night stuff. Like, I love it. So he's got, like, fun patterns and different colored jeans and stuff. And then he's got this flamingo one, too, which was also bowling night stuff, which I think is super cool. And for his formal wear, he goes very, like, pastel colors. He cleans up really nicely. And then we've got, like, his athletic wear, which is super simple. His sleepwear with the grilled cheese pants, because that's great. His party wear, like, this is from City Living, and it matches the hat really nicely. I think he looks great. Oh, wait, I actually have another party wear, too? Yeah, where he could wear his everyday wear as party wear if he wanted to, which I thought was reasonable. Swimwear is not too exciting. Then he's got his hot weather. I mean, very, like, teen looking. And then his cold weather. But I love this hat from the Grunge Revival Kit with his hair that I actually have. I think he looks really nice. He's, like, a healthy mix of, he's got like a little bit of his parent style, but he also has his own flair, which I think is kind of fun. And then we have Fiona, who is just the cutest little button. The cutest little button on the face of the planet. She's so cute. Her hair is custom content. It is really, really cute. And I first saw it from another Plum Bob with like generation like 2 or 3 of his legacy or something. And I held on to it for this long. So bringing it to mine. I love it. So she wears a lot of like kind of pastel colors too. But she's really quirky. She kind of is bringing in some vibes from Tilly, which was my Gen 2 heir. She had like the rain boots and the goofy socks and the little like overalls. I wanted to bring it back. She's a quirky little girl. I like her. She took the cute little dress for formal wear. I don't really care much about athletic wear for kids. Her little jams and her party wear and her swimwear. And then hot weather. She's got this little dino shirt. I was like, yes, this is so Fiona. I love this. And then her little cold weather wear. Unfortunately, that hair wasn't very compatible with hats, so I did have to change it up. And very last but not least, which we don't have too many options for toddlers. I do have some like toddler CC for clothes, but not too much. So he has 2 everyday outfits. He's got little overalls too. And look at his little formal wear with his little sweater. And I love his little like space kind of sort of like sleepwear. This is what killed me, the party wear. It's so cute. It's so cute. And the little like narwhal, or is that more of supposed to be narwhal or just like a whale? Maybe just a whale. His little like swimwear, and then he's got his warm weather and then his cold weather, which I think is really cute. I like mixing and matching things when I'm in Creative Sim too. Like the colors don't always have to match. But yeah, that's all of them. And if you're wondering, yes, I have custom content, or mods, I should say. Number 1 for this custom content, like background, is by Little Dicka. And then I have a standstill and cast mod, which is so nice. I also have an additional mod that makes it so their faces will not change and they won't move for this close-up in Create a Sim. Their eyes will move, but their faces will not move. Which is nice if you want like really high definition, detailed, up close and personal screenshots of your Sims faces for whatever reason, like for thumbnails and stuff. Think about that. The only time that it might come back is if you click on a trait, they'll go through the animation. And then what I noticed is sometimes now they'll start moving. So when you play with a trait or something like that, they'll start moving around again. But if you zoom out and zoom back in, they're still. It's a really nice mod. They're very, very handy mods to have if you want to take create some screenshots. I've talked so much. I talked about books. I talked about my legacy. We talked about Palea for like 5 minutes because I didn't care to play it anymore. But this is pretty much where I'm going to end stream, you guys. This is where I'm going to end stream. I hope that you enjoyed this. It was a mix of things. I know the primary pull was to talk about some filth, which we did. I will hopefully do it more whenever I have another stack of books that I need to talk about. I can maybe talk about some of the other books that I finished too, if I remember them. That's like the main thing, is if I actually remember them, because I don't always remember them the second I start another one. But that's it. That's where I'm going to leave you guys. I'm so glad that this was hopefully fun. I'm glad it was hopefully fun. I hope it was fun. And another episode of Wrangler will be out tomorrow. And I also have a Create a Sim video that will be coming out at the end of the week, because I thought that would be kind of fun to share. And I'm going to go eat because I hear my husband going in and out of the house, grilling up some food, and your girl is starving. I am very hungry. So enjoy your evenings, afternoons, mornings, whatever the heck time it is for you guys. And I'll catch you next time I stream, which I don't know when that is, but it'll always be a surprise because I am unpredictable. Okay, bye.